I have been a working professional in IT industry from past 11 years. I have done my graduation as bachelor's in technology. Majorly, my area of expertise was into IT audits and regulatory compliance, and looking some part of data protection. Currently, I'm moving into more towards the privacy role. That is when I decided to go with Tsaaro to go through the some of the training materials before joining more towards the privacy. Now the roles will be mostly towards handling the compliance and the privacy at the same time.
Okay, that's great, Shalini. I believe you had pursued CT-DPO now and you had previously completed your DPF training.
Yes.
So, how was your experience regarding the Saros training?
So with Saro, I have been in touch when actually it started because I have been regularly attending their webinars. And frankly, Saro's webinars helped me to clear the interviews, to be
Great.
frank. Because even though I have not worked on those things, but at least I can give the answers of those things with reference to the Saro's webinar. So that is when I decided ki, no, it's the right place to go and understand the things better. And that is when I joined the data. First thing is like I don't want to go to the CT-DPO immediately because I don't have the deep dive knowledge of everything. Just the webinars knowledge is not going to help me into the CT-DPO. And that's why I started with the data privacy fundamental training. I have not expected such detailed structure and detailed understanding of the things. Although it was theoretical, I totally understand that it can't go towards the practical side, but still, I mean, even if you go to the theory side also, explaining each and everything with an example and answering even the toughest question to the silliest questions, it was really a good experience of mine. So Karthik was very good in that, and even after the training, he get in touch with me and asked my feedback and cleared some of my doubts. And then I told him like what exactly I am going to work in the next organization and all those things. So he only said like, okay, no, I think your CTDPO would be the right approach for you. And that's when I enrolled for CTDPO. Obviously, when you have the expectations high, you know like what is going to come. And true,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
to be frank, I think it meets my expectation. When it's nothing that Shashi was bad in anything. He keeps on explaining the case studies, the questions in between. He involved the whole audience to answer. It's not just like okay, somebody is teaching on that, and you just have to keep quiet and keep on listening. No, he makes sure that everybody is involved, everybody answers the question, everybody discuss their points. And even if I mean, what I have done is I have asked certain questions from my experiences, like okay, this is was the scenario, do you think this should happen or no? And he explained each and everything in a very detailed way so that I can actually relate with it. It's not that just okay, yeah, no, no, we don't need to do it, or you don't have to do it. No, nothing. He actually explained like why, if we don't have to do it, why we don't have to do it, or if we do have to do it, then how we have to do it. So and obviously the stay sharing the things on, not only when you have the portal access, but WhatsApp is something which is the most convenient way to access these days.
Access.
So
Yeah,
he shared everything on the WhatsApp at the same time. So I would say like the 4 hours of training is nothing that you will say like why to simply waste the 4 hours on the weekend. It's not like that.
I'm really glad that you like the training with Saro. Like Saro always believed to give you an insightful experience to all its learners. So I'm just great like you like the training. So, Shalini, you are a working professional. So, like being a working professional, handling two things simultaneously, like learning and managing your professional work. Like, how was it? Like, how was it your experience? Like both the things managing simultaneously.
Since the trainings were mostly on the weekends, so it is not going to affect my professional life at all. But yeah, little bit of personal life is here and there because I'm a mother of 1 year. So I have to plan everything for her before sitting for the training. But yeah, I mean, I won't say like it's a bad decision overall because a little bit of adjustment could help you in the long run of the professional life. So
Great, great, great. Like, I'm so glad that you, yeah, adjusted for us. Like, you had, uh, agreed for the timing that we had gave to you for the training. So that was simply like
I
commendable.
think that's a good time. Mean, obviously plus minus. Everybody has their own plus and minus with the timings. I would say it can't be satisfying everybody's need, but still, I would say it's not a bad time because 9 to 1 is something where you can finish everything by the lunch,
Yeah, true.
and then you are free for the whole day. Rather than evenings, where sometimes when I would say like evenings are more jam packed because guests might come, you have some plans, so there are a lot of things. Morning is usually everybody's free,
Great, great.
so I would say that that's not a bad time for me.
Yeah, great. So, one more thing, Shalini, like how the training, like the how the training of CT-DPO and DPF help you, like how it benefited you in your career.
I'm going to join as a manager in privacy and compliance in a new organization. Before joining, they have a process of red carpet where my current leadership team expected me to know uh, policies, cookies, privacy by design, how to handle the data breaches, then your retention policies, and all those things. I would say, like the privacy statements. I mean, these are the things which are going to, I mean, I would be the one who would be taking care of these things. So CPF and CT-DPO actually help me to understand. It won't be a new thing for me when I will join. I would be joining there. At least I know some. Obviously, organization-wise things would be different, but at least I know it now.
Yeah,
And I don't just know it through theory. I know it through the practical experience. So when I would say like in CT-DPO, Sashi made us to the write us to do the checklist check of our privacy by design. He made us do to write a policy, just like how you want to write a policy kind of thing. Then he made us do how to look at the cookies. Then he made us do to do the ROPA. So if you have done it, at least you can relate it with the new thing. But if you just read it, you won't. So
true.
I think it won't be a unknown demon for me anymore in the new organization. That's the good thing after joining this group.
So we are so delighted that you like the training and the concepts are clear to you. That's the more important thing we used to, find out. Like clearing the concept is the main thing. Like if you are, taking the training from us, it's the main thing. Like you will, get all the knowledge that you would like to have. So that's so great that you like the training. So, one last thing, Shalini, I would like to ask, like, would you like to recommend like Tsaaro for any privacy enthusiasts, like your colleagues or someone?
I have already asked some of my friends. I think they have a plan, but obviously everybody has their own timings and I guess finance, everything they have to look. But yes, I have already referred some of my friends who want to go into privacy or who are actually handling a part of privacy, not completely deep dive, but at least a part of it. So I have already recommended them. Getting it from the right way or the right place is more important. That's what I feel.
True, that's completely true. Like, that's so great that you have a belief on us, and that is means a lot for all of us. So, thank you so much, Shalini, for joining us. Thanks for giving your time to us. From me and from my whole Saro team, I would like to wish you all the best for your future and for your training. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you, Kushi, and I wish the same for Saro and you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.